morning or evening, right? Yeah, yeah, fresh haircut, looking bad. When I went by the haircut, first time they say it was a mullet. I didn't even know I was getting a mullet, but yeah, I get a mullet for the first time. Anyways, I hope your day is going good, right? Bad man, though, we talk about, right? So, uh, I was gonna put it on the stand. I was thinking to put the phone on the stand, but forget. We go walk and we go talk. So, we gonna talk about. I really had to start a plan before I really do things, because otherwise, all you won't even know what the hell this video gonna be about. So, what's a plan is before. Alright, so we're gonna talk about. Alright, there was this one. There was this time I was talking to these people at the dentist. So, I went dentist the other day. See how much it did? It's a little whiter, but no, it's still fuck up. What you say? Right. So I went to the dentist, and I was just talking to I went in, and I sit down, and they were telling me to prop yourself up and type of clean teeth and all that. And when they were gonna do that, right, the staff members, they were all like just Monday. There was a mundane expression, I mean, like boring, nothing special to look forward to. So you know what I do? I was just talking to them, making friends. Say, how your day going? Hello. You like your shift? I don't know. I can't really remember what it was about. I was getting to know them now. I was just asking questions and figuring out how the day was going. Like I was just showing like I was interested in them now. Like getting to know how the day going and trying to remember how the conversation went. I think it was like. So I sat down, I said hello, she said hello. Say, how your day going? Say, good. I make a little joke and I say, you just smile? And she started smile. I say, yeah, I just smile. And then we started to get good. It was now the conversation going good and going nice and she having a good time because I talking. And we talk for a good 5-10 minutes. You really remember the whole conversation because it's like a couple days ago now, probably last week. And my dad sit down there in the corner and he want to know when all they gonna start. But he wasn't no problem, but then the actual dentist fella come in and he was like, well, they didn't start yet. And then she say, oh gosh, me and he talking and I get carried away. But if you see how nice, you could tell. People like when you talk to them and think, man. Like, I went movies now, cinema, and I was ordering, and I decided to talk to him. I say, hey, how you day going, boy? Like, can you shift? What time you just go home? People, let's go. Yes, if I get bad customers, like just getting to know people. Though I think that's us. Though I don't know if I onto something, but I feel that's a skill. Though, getting to know people, and trying to understand them. How the day going? They good. They good. They eat. How are they? How are you? You know what I mean? People don't really ask that, man. Everybody's treat waiters and people who just take like fast food employees, for example. Once you just take your order and all that, people just treat them like shit. Boy, had a day I went in the airport when I was in the airport coming down. It had this old gentleman fella, and it was by a bar. I can't remember the name of the bar. Some tiki bar or some shit. Well, that's what we're looking at. And it was an old fellow and it was a young girl, and it was like around 12, it was like midnight, right? So all the stores was closing up. My flight was late, probably like 1 in the morning. Excuse. And he was cursing at the girl because he wanted a martini, I think is what it was called. He wanted a martini. But she couldn't because they were locking up. They already closed. They was already like closing up shop. But he was angry, right? I was walking. No, again, I walking past. I was like, nah, mean really stop and watch. But like you see people like that and it's treating other people. So of course you're miserable. That's why when I was talking to the dentist lady and I was talking to the boy who was serving my food and things, like how the face light up with interest. And I remember going back and they remember me. Well, apart from the dentist, I didn't really go on of course, if I go on dentist once, that's like what, twice for the year? Once every 6 months, yeah. But the fella remember me when I went movies again. I went to watch Stranded or some movie with this girl and this fella stranded on an island, but I'll loosen his head now. But yeah, he remember me and he give you all extra food and thing. I say, whoa. He say, yeah, man, I for you, boy. He say, sure. I say, you sure? He say, yeah, you take that. Well, boy, I make a friend. I ain't actually name, you know. I ain't know his name. He ain't know my name. We just recognize each other by voice and face. But because I get to know, I talk to him and I treat him like fucking human, like dog. People don't even treat people like human nowadays, boy. And yeah, make it day. Same with the dentist lady. Look at that. I make a friend. I guess I build a connection there with he, and yeah, I get rewarded for that. Or I guess. Now me ain't saying it like talk to people for the sake of getting certain rewards. No. Just talk to people like dog. Like what wrong with just getting to know people and think you make the day, they make your day. You have a good day. Like what else is there to explain, all these waiters and stuff now just get treated like shit. It's like almost like they're just like robots. They're only there to serve you. They are like a robot. They have no feelings. You could treat them like shit. That's how like people really act nowadays, dog. If I was a server and I had to deal with bad customers all day, of course I go feel, of course I go hate the job. Of course, if somebody treat me nice one day, ask me how I am feeling, my face go light up. I will be happy, smile. I go remember the face, the voice, the name even. Of course I go remember you. Of course I can easily make friends with dog. That's how I make friends too. I really make friends because I was interested in people. Right, like certain fellas I was at volunteer. I talk to them. It's I who make the first approach, I made the first approach. I talk to them. I get to know them. And look at that. I make good friends. They know me. They know me before I know them. Well, no. They recognize me before I recognize them. There was a time I went back again, volunteer, next week, Saturday. And I think I just arrived. I just walk in the door and they call out my name and waving and come up to me. I had to take me a second just to remember these fellas. But they remember me because I was talking with them and we have a good time and we laughing and things from last time I was talking with them. Dog, I swear, dog, being interested in people, actually getting to know them and treating them like humans, obviously, is like a real skill, dog, I find. Because people don't really do that anymore. You notice I talk about the Trini accent. Talking proper is, I will still try to talk proper because I know I really don't know how my audience is gonna be, so I'm still gonna at least try to focus on my pronunciation. But more or less I'm still Trini, so I'm not gonna remove the accent fully. But again, I also know to talk in a way that everyone can understand, which I am right now. Water break. So yeah, getting to know people and being interested in people is a real human skill, a very important skill, people skill, right? With this video, bro, this video is gonna be one of three things. So the idea was, well, two things. It was gonna be about little nuances when you're talking to people, and something else. I forgot the other one. The movies and the dentist. Like the dentist one was the talking to people, right? Alright, forget that. I was just ramping about something. I tell myself two video ideas, which was the dentist and the movies. The dentist one was the same thing I'm talking about, all of the people skills and talking to people and getting interested in people. The movies was also that, but it also had another thing that happened in the movies. But you know what, but forget. I might as well do all videos in one. It's not really that much. But yeah, when you get to know people, you get to... No, sorry. When you get to talk to people, when you start talking to people now, and you basically level up your communication skills and the way that you socialize with people, you're gonna start to also feel I should really put on the next video. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the next video. This video is like 10 minutes long. I don't want to put it too long. Right? So, again, I am grateful for the time that you have taken out of your day. Ooh, look what's switching up this phone. Ooh. Right, to watch me. Right, because I'm gonna make sure that you get awesome return in, well, let's say there's return in investment, or I gotta say return in, what? Look how bad that angle looking. Mud. Thumbnail shot one time. But yeah, bad man thing, man. Actually, no, let me take a thumbnail shot one. Take a thumbnail shot one time, eh? Nah, I can't do that, but I don't have 3 hands, unfortunately. But yeah, anyways, have a good day and take care. Oh yeah, hope you learned something from this. And make sure you talk to people. Make sure you actually use what it is I'm telling you, because if you don't, no matter how much videos you watch on how to get better, unless you don't act on it, you're not gonna see any change, because I was also like that too. So make sure you talk to people, get to know them, and also try to talk to new people, not always the same people over and over. Try to actually talk to strangers, right? Again, I'll cover all of the, but what if they're bad, what if they're, give off a certain vibe kind of thing. I'll talk about that in the next video. Alright, so take care. Boom.